in terms of pure joy and enthusiasm, great friend, and a wonderful person with a big heart, Debbie Gary. Roll 'em, Jeff.
Debbie Gary has made so many contributions to the air show community during her 4 decades in the business, it's kind of hard to characterize her role. As a pilot, she's been a trailblazer. Moving to Canada in the early 1970s, she made history by leading the Carling aerobatic team, the first woman to do so. It was also among the first fully sponsored aerobatic teams in the air show world. By the mid-70s, Debbie had transitioned to jet formation performances as a member of the BD5J Jet Team, another groundbreaking group that redefined air show community involvement with corporate sponsors. She later moved to California, where she taught aerobatics at Art Scholl Aviation and began a solo career in a Pitts S2A. She served as Balanca Aircraft's in-house demonstration pilot, flying the Viking and writing a training manual for tail dragger flying in aerobatics. Just a few years ago, Debbie was the pilot half of one of the first all-women wing-walking acts when she flew Jimmy Franklin's Waco biplane as Carol Pilon performed on the wing. She's also performed in the Super Decathlon, the Marchetti SF-260, and the CAP 232. But Debbie's involvement in the airshow community transcends her time as a performer. She has served on both the ICAS and the ICAS Foundation boards. Her training manual experience at Balanca helped to fuel another passion, writing. Her work now appears in Smithsonian Air and Space magazine and Airshows magazine published by ICAS. And she's also a fixture at the EAA AirVenture, helping with performer logistics and hospitality. Debbie has devoted much of her life to the airshow community, and along the way, she's made our business more entertaining, more successful, more interesting, and more fun for all involved. For all those contributions and in recognition of her pioneering career in the airshow business, please join me in welcoming Debbie Gary into the ICAS Foundation Airshow Hall of Fame.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you, guys. I am so happy and honored to be here. And I want to thank everybody. Thank Patty for nominating me and everybody for being a part of this wonderful industry. And there are 2 men here who are very pivotal in my career. My only ambition as a kid was to grow up and have an adventurous life. And I just happened to learn to fly down in St. Thomas, and one island away, there was a man named John McCone who started a glider school. He normally was up in Vermont in the summertime. So for the winter, he brought some gliders down to the island of St. Croix. And at the place where I learned to fly, there were 2 brand new flight instructors, and one of them was Michael Church, who now owns Sunrise Aviation out in Orange County Airport and has an aerobatic school. And after I got my private license, he took me over to the island of St. Croix, and I didn't know what a glider was, but he said, let's go glider flying. So we went over there and met John McCone, and John offered Michael a job towing gliders, and Michael had other plans. He was going to Europe, and I didn't quite have 100 hours of flying time, but I said, what about me? And he kind of looked at me like, well, he said, let me check that out. So he read the regulations, and it said that if you had 100 hours, you could tow gliders. Well, it really was not for a commercial operation. So we made a deal where he gave me 50-cent credit for every tow I made and charged me $5 to fly his Super Cub back home to St. Thomas. And that was my first flying job. And so John McCone is here representing my family, my flying family. And Michael Church is here. He ended up working with John McCone later too. And in 1969, he gave me my first aerobatic flying lesson. So I owe these men a lot. I owe them the direction of my life, I think. And wanted to welcome them on stage with me and just say thank you so much. I think everybody in the audience who's a performer thinks, gosh, I hope I get up there before I get, the end of my life. So I hope you all do too. I'm happy to be here, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Debbie Gary. Congratulations.
Thank you, Danny.
Let's do a little photo op, and award presentation. Congratulations. Come up here. And gentlemen, come on in either side of Steve and I. Yep. There we go.
This is John, and that's Mike.
Now, as an extra added incentive, the two gentlemen with Debbie have brought a photograph that is going to be in the survivor party room. And we call that photograph from her very early years, the Little Debbie photograph. Little brown dress, Debbie. In swaddling clothes. You'll see it over there. Swaddling. Okay. You'll see it over there at tonight's party. Debbie Gary, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Debbie. Thank you.